Warning, don't listen if it's a podcast you want. This is a Chumcast. Just your basic gabfest among chums. A little news, some entertainment, an annoying opinion or two, and, if you're lucky, maybe even a chuckle.
They've done studies, 60% of the time, it works every time.
So it's time to buckle up. Whetstone Entertainment, in association with Is Chill Productions, presents Don't Listen, a basic Chumcast. And here are your hosts, Big Red and the Shebs.
Remember, everyone, just don't be yourselves.
It's showtime.
Booyah! It's go time.
Fire it up, Big Red.
All right, it is the Don't Listen Chumcast on Big Red. He's the Shebs. I got to say, welcome to the crickets today.
Oh, there's no one listening?
There's an exceptional amount of crickets listening to this.
Oh, there is. Well, the studio's full today.
And we have overhyped this entire show.
We have.
I mean, we kind of went a little bit too far.
Well, not me. I mean, that's the Is Chill Whetstone side, but
at least we didn't say we were giving away cash.
No. But some mugs and some cozies and coasters, yeah, maybe.
They just want something, and they want something for nothing. You know how that goes.
That's true.
Even the crickets. So the Is Chill guys seem to be pretty happy today.
They are, and saying hello to Evan. Ryan, Daniel, Marcio is there. Eric is over there. And then, of course, sitting really close to you right now is Rachel. Hey, Rachel, nice to see you.
Rachel does smell kind of nice today.
No, she actually always smells nice. Sorry. Yeah. Thank you for the thumbs up, Rachel, so we don't get any harassment complaints. She's rolling with it. Whetstone Entertainment, Michael and Doug in the studio as always. And looking forward to, let's get out of here now. Let's hit Fernando's. Let's go.
Well, Fernando's they're coming.
They're bringing Fernando's.
I think they're already.
Yep, that's what they're saying. Yep.
They're down the hall because the studio down the hall. the rappers.
Where's Eric going? Yeah, he's going to go get it right now.
Yeah, the rappers down the hallway. They also order. They will also get food from Fernando's.
Oh, do they really?
Yeah, they're in there producing some kind of rap.
Actually, they're actually very nice.
Yeah, they're cool.
Yeah, they're. Yeah, they're fun to hang out. But did we introduce them to Fernando's? Probably.
Of course, Fernando's that smells up the whole facility.
Okay, they were a couple episodes ago. They were in here having the leftovers, so might be it. That's cool. So there you go. But anyway, thank you, Is Chill. Thank you, Whetstone. Let's get going.
Yeah. So coming up today on the big show, I just they all want something for nothing. Everybody wants something for nothing, and that's what we're giving them today on the Don't Listen Chumcast. Something for nothing.
Okay. What studio are we in?
Oh yeah, we are in the Hillsdale Mall Studios.
Another mall.
Yeah.
Another mall. I think episode 2, we did Fashion Island Mall, which was a big deal here in the Bay Area back in the 80s. But the original, the Rock, the Keystone Mall here in the San Francisco Bay Area Peninsula, Hillsdale Mall.
Well, we have a lot of movement going on with the malls, right? They're kind of faded. They're fading out at this point.
I was just up at the Hillsdale Mall and it was, I thought they've been doing a nice job kind of revamping it.
Yeah, I think what I'm talking about with movement is the Fashion Island went bye-bye and they built another mall on top of that land. And now that land has been sold. That mall has been sold and bought by another corporation.
Okay.
Now we have the TGI Fridays, which was the place to go after you had gone to the Hillsdale Mall.
And cruising El Camino after your nice little TGI Fridays meal. Yeah.
TGI Fridays has been bulldozed. Then there was the Hillsdale Theater, and that is now a furniture store.
Yeah.
That is also making me feel a little bit old.
Yeah.
And now we're talking about the Hillsdale Shopping Center, which has gone from being a beautiful outdoor facility.
Back in the 70s, it was all outdoor sculptures, water fountains, kind of a real classic place. Absolutely.
Yeah. The state-of-the-art outdoor shopping experience. And then it went to bringing in Nordstrom and being enclosed.
So a typical enclosed mall in the 80s, just like you would see in Fast Times at Ridgemont High, that mall that's all covered up. anchor stores, Nordstrom's, Macy's. There was still a Sears there. JCPenney, I think, was up there as well, right? So you had all these kind of the anchor malls, and then you had this whole, it was a classic 80s, 90s mall.
So there's a little, and now there is talk about this Hillsdale Mall, which is, kind of been a centerpiece for us 80s kids. Now there is talk of that being, I don't know if it's going to be completely bulldozed, but it is going to pivot. It is going
it's not making money right now. It's not. They've done some nice upgrades.
No. The best thing, the most popular thing to do now at a mall is to shoot somebody.
Oh, so that's a shame.
Yeah, that whole thing of going there and hanging out at the food court, right, with the mall rat guys.
Yeah,
it's kind of gone by the wayside. People like to shop at Amazon, or they like to not shop at all.
It felt like Hillsdale was pivoting to kind of change the way things were going, but I don't know. I mean, I just don't. I figured there's smarter people than I am. So, but anyway, Hillsdale Mall, and again, this is just a typical story, which is probably happening across the country. For our national listeners, malls are struggling or having to change.
I remember the good times I remember at the Hillsdale Shopping Center were, first of all, Christmas time. They would always have all those robotic snowmen and, all sorts of Christmas trees, and doing your Christmas shopping at Macy's, the big Macy's that was there, going through the perfume. Oh, they had like so many perfumes. There was just some,
like anything, the smells, the sounds of Christmas time in a mall.
And then you even take it back further to Mellart's, where you would go into this toy store, or I don't remember what kind of store it was, but there was a slide to get downstairs.
Because it was like below the ground level, right?
Yeah.
So there was a slide for kids that you just zipped on in, and there you go. You're in the store.
Yeah, and it all kind of changed a little bit when they brought in Nordstrom. That became kind of a little snooty situation, right? They had
you got the Nordstrom Cafe. Get yourself a little food before you're doing a little browsing. Yeah.
Yeah, and they had the whole cafe situation going there, where all the snobby, stuck-up individuals could go spend all their hard-earned money.
It was the Stanford people who couldn't afford to live in Palo Alto and go to the Stanford Mall. They would live in San Mateo and Belmont and go to the Hillsdale Mall. So they had their Nordstrom Cafe there.
So we'll see what happens with the Hillsdale Mall. There's a lot of good memories there. Plus, for us 80s kids, it was just a place where you would just go meet your friends, hang out, get into trouble right before you went across the street to go to the Hillsdale for, a matinee.
You had the TGI Fridays, you had the Hillsdale movie theater, and you had the mall all right there. So there you go. And, of course, a train station. And right across the tracks was Bay Meadows Racetrack.
And
so
all of it is extinct like the T-Rex.
Gone like the T-Rex.
And we're next. We're going to be gone next.
This is cheers to every mall that's going through this transition, to put it lightly.
Okay, we'll move on. So here's what we have coming up on the show today. Again, we'll get to all of your correspondence. The DMs that we're getting from you guys are a little crazy. The emails are pretty good. And if you want to email the show or contact us or let us know what you're thinking, good or bad, we don't care. Hit us up at don'tlistenchumcast.com. You can contact us there, or you can follow us on Facebook at Don't Listen Chumcast and DM us there. That's where most of this correspondence ends up coming from.
That's right.
Babble, psychobabble, or correspondence is kind of a fancy way of saying psychobabble.
Yes. And there are a lot of unstable people out there.
And speaking of unstable people, we're going to Crazy Town. That's being brought to us today by Fernando's Mexican. We're going to talk about the crazy things that the slaves did when they found out that they were now free.
Oh, interesting.
It is very interesting. I really enjoyed getting into that. We got the Booyah and the Boom Shakalaka, but right now let's get into what happened on this day in history.
On this day in history!
On this day in history is being brought to you by Top Notch Sporting Goods. And it was back on this day in history in 41 CE, which is actually 41 AD. It's the same thing. CEAD, same thing.
I was not aware.
41 years after the death of
Christ.
There we go. So this was a long time ago.
Okay.
We're going to talk about Caligula. He was murdered on this day in history.
Oh.
Right. So today was a pretty big day for the Romans. His real name was Gaius Caesar Augustus Germanicus. That was a little bit long growing up. A lot of people didn't want to get tied up with that whole energy level of just a name. So his nickname became Caligula.
Oh.
He was the Roman Empire for 4 quite chaotic years. Claudius was his uncle, and Nero was his brother.
Yep. Okay.
Nobody really liked him. There were many. Actually, his whole administration started out very good. He was building aqueducts. He was doing all of these public works that were just fancy, schmancy, beautiful statues everywhere. So it started out kind of good, but it went south pretty quickly. And there were so many people that were ready to kill this guy. Conspiracy theories were running throughout Italy. Everybody wanted a piece of this guy. I feel sorry for him a little bit to a certain degree, but it's hard to feel sorry for Caligula.
He was, known to be nasty.
I would say,
but
a little bit more than nasty. You're being nice.
Yeah, I am being nice. But this, for all the 80s kids out there, this has to transition to the movie.
Oh, yeah, you're into the movie.
Caligula.
Yeah. Who was in that movie again?
Well, it had A-list actors. Back Malcolm McDowell.
Oh, yeah.
Helen Mirren.
Oh, yeah.
Peter O'Toole.
Oh, man.
And it's a porno.
Oh, nice.
And being an 80s kid, because the movie was not rated as a porno. It was rated, I think it had no rating. So you could go rent Caligula, fast forward to the porno scenes that were directed by Bob Guccione of Penthouse magazine. So he's one of the directors.
Nice.
So he did the orgy scenes.
Oh yeah.
He got all his actresses to come in and be in the orgy boat.
My dream job.
Got some midgets, little people.
How come we didn't get tickets to that orgy boat?
I'm just saying that you got to watch the movie because it's fantastic.
All right. So where would we find the movie? Now, YouTube?
Yeah, go on YouTube, go online, do something.
Stream it on Netflix?
I'm sure it's there somewhere, but...
What year?
It was came out in 1979. Now, it's a serious representation of the piece, and they wanted to be very graphic about the sexuality of that time, like about Caligula.
Nice.
He's boinking his sister. So he has a sister in the thing, and he's boinking her.
Yeah, he was very well known for incest.
And then they show all the nasty stuff he did. Like he would take a guard drinking on duty, and he would tie this leather strap around the guy's wiener, being right, so he couldn't pee.
Oh my God!
And then make him drink all this wine where his stomach would just expand.
Wow.
Way out because he can't pee out the wine that's going. And then you take a sword and just skewer the guy and let all the wine drain out, And then he's burying people up to their heads and has his machine with rotating guillotine type stuff and just they're throwing vegetables and stuff at the people's heads before they get guillotined. Oh, it's a horrible, but you watched it for the porn. Yeah. It was a way in the 80s to be able to rent porn without without having to try to get alcohol.
Oh, I think I do recall a little buzz around the Caligula.
You got to get Caligula because you had lesbo action.
Yeah.
It was great lesbo scenes.
Oh, man.
Then you just had this boinking on the boats. Oh my God. It was fantastic.
Man, you don't get excited like this all.
I'm just saying, one of the greatest movies for an 80s teen, man.
Well, so I can kind of understand that. This is why his generals hate him. There's a story because, his generals, so his great-great-grandfather was Julius Caesar.
Yes.
And he was stabbed 30 times by the Senate.
That's right.
So the story goes that he was, going to Senate or something like that. He was in a tunnel in Rome by the freaking palace or something like that. And two of the generals, Cassius and somebody else, they come up to him, they stab him, they knock him down to the ground. And then 30 generals come out from all the freaking corners of this little underground tunnel. They stab him, they kill him, and they continue. he's been dead for like a minute, and they're still just
having fun,
freaking just continuing to stab and stab and stab and stab and stab. So he's dead, and then that's not enough. They murder his wife and his daughter as well.
Yeah, they murdered the baby, and they show that in the movie. Yeah, they murder the baby by just slamming its head on the ground.
And the generals, I think the reason why the generals had such a hard time with Caligula was that he would have these lavish parties. He was known for his lavish parties and for these sporting events that he would put together. So sporting event comes around and he's murdered, these sporting events would always have someone getting stabbed and killed in public or whatever. And he got bored because he had used up all the people that he was going to kill for the day. So he picked out a section of the arena and said, you're all going to get murdered today.
See, it was nuts.
He was absolutely mentally ill. But so he did that. Now the generals, they thought that was going a little bit too far. But then he would have these lavish parties, and he was always seducing. He would make the generals kiss his feet, and then he would mock them, and then he would take a pearl and he would drop it into a glass of vinegar, and it would disintegrate. And he would do, he would be seducing the generals' wives right in front of the generals, and they would do these shots of these disintegrated pearls, and he would in vinegar. And he would, basically seduce all of the generals' wives right in front of him. So they got together and they said, I've had it with this guy.
Yeah.
I don't care if he's building aqueducts. I don't care if he's got these great sporting events.
We got Claudius in the wings here. Let's just take care of business.
Let's take care of business. So they met him, they stabbed him, they killed him. And that wasn't enough. The hatred was so bad, they had to go after the wife and the kid as well.
They had to get rid of the kid because they needed Claudius. Yeah. But I'm telling you, if you want this biography, watch Caligula.
You got the most out of that movie.
I'm just saying it was, I rented it multiple times as a kid. Yeah. So there you go. It shows you that I get it as a serious actor, you wanting to do this, and it's a very graphic representation of what we know the time was like. But they spared no expense, and they're getting Penthouse magazine to help with some of the scenes. So
let's wrap this up.
It's quite enjoyable.
All right, we got that. We got the movie thing. We're wrapping this up. So Caligula was known for his extravagance, his brutality, and his cruelty, but incest was his specialty. He killed for his own amusement. He declared publicly that he was the living God. And it is believed that he was severely mentally ill. Now, to wrap things up, here are some quick hitters. He was paranoid and delusional. And from all the documents that have been written about Caligula, his paranoia and his delusion was really what drove his entire life. Right? He was only running the show there for like 4 years.
Yeah.
Initially, like I said, they loved him only because of these sporting events and the lavish work projects that he had going on. But I think part of the problem was that his dad died when he was very young, and Caligula was always plagued with severe migraine headaches. He planned to make his frickin' horse a senator.
See, just those Romans, a lot of great ideas, but
I'm not kidding. Like before he was killed, I think that what sent them maybe over the edge was that he gathered everybody and said, "My horse is going to be the lead senator."
Okay.
Yeah. So people knew that he was a little bit disturbed.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter, there's this big rumor that he ate his son. That's not true. He did not eat his son.
Well, it wasn't in the movie.
Yeah, he did not eat his son. But we're going to check out the movie because this is the most enthusiastic you have been in our entire Don't Listen Chumcast
if you
careers.
haven't seen the movie, just go see it.
Caligula, you can probably get it for free on Netflix.
If you're trying to make a move with a girlfriend or wife or something like that, just say it's a serious movie. Malcolm McDowell. Helen Mirren. They're going to say, oh, okay, it's kind of a love story. Yeah, it sure is a love story. Thank you, Bob Guccione.
And it was on this day in history, back in 41 AD, that Caligula was murdered. On this day in history has been brought to you by our friends at Top Notch Sporting Goods.
Don't listen. It's a mind virus.
Pass me more of that damn awesome sauce.
Follow us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube, and let's get stupid.
Okay, welcome back. It is the Don't Listen Chumcast. I'm Big Red, and he's the Shebs. We're in the Hillsdale Shopping Center Studios.
Yep, Hillsdale Mall Shopping Center.
Hillsdale Mall. You ever see the movie Mallrats?
I have not seen that.
So that's when you should. I'll see Caligula, and you see Mallrats.
I still haven't seen the Amazing History Part 2, or whatever you want me to say. What's that one?
Amazing History.
Yeah, what the rock and roll one?
Decline. You can't remember that for the fucking life.
That's why I haven't seen it, because every time I go to look for it, I can't remember the name of it.
The Decline of Western Civilization
Part 2.
Yeah.
Glam rock galore. Bon Jovi, hello.
Okay, now that we've got that clear, coming up, we got Holla, Crazy Town, but right now, let's get into the Booyah and the Boom Shakalaka.
Oh yeah, the booyah and the boom shakalaka.
Oh, yeah, buddy. It's the Booyah and the Boom Shakalaka, and it's being brought to you by our friends at Go-Car. Rachel has us all hooked. Rachel, I don't want to be creepy, so I won't say it.
Yeah, don't say it.
I won't say it. But
you already told her she smells good.
I love the way that she handles our bowl.
Yeah, it's actually a nice bowl.
I just like the way she handles it.
I think someone put a picture on it.
There's
on
Facebook. There's a lot of TLC.
It's like crystal. It's like crystal too. It's not. See, it's heavy and it's crystal and it's got the cards in it. It's folded over. Every index card's folded over. It's nice.
Oh, you're gonna like this.
What is it?
So we're gonna talk about insecurity. Okay, the feeling of inadequacy, not.
Oh, it's the story of my high school career.
So insecurity, right? Like,
yeah.
I think that we've both had battles of insecurity, especially back in our high school days.
High school years when it came to girls. Yeah, I was the poster child.
I'm remembering now. Rachel's like, tell him. So I remember when we were going through this, I told Rachel the story of I've never been insecure, right? And she was like, look at you. You've been insecure.
You weren't.
And
you were pretty confident.
So the reason, the spawn, the inspiration for this was that when I was a kid, I was the easiest target, right? I was.
Well, you're 6'9", yeah.
Very tall, very pale, very freckled, very
Redhead,
red.
ginger.
Right. So I was very easy.
Floods.
But what came from that, no pants fit correctly. They were always too short.
It's been your complaint.
Actually, they were hand-me-downs. They were hand-me-downs from my tall brother.
That's why you had to peg your pants, just to make it look like you was a style.
See, don't give that away.
All right.
The whole inspiration for this was remembering when I was a kid, how I didn't know that I was insecure, but I was actually a target of a lot of people that made fun of me. There were I was like a magnet for bullies for whatever reason, because I could roll with it, I think, a little bit. And it didn't seem to bother me, so people could kind of go with that. But the older that I got, my insecurity kind of came from being attracted to beautiful girls that I couldn't approach them.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't good enough. There was no way I could never. So that was the way it manifested for me originally, right? Was my insecurity, basically my inadequacy, right? I was not good enough. Right. Do you remember how yours manifested? Same way, probably.
Yeah.
Right?
I was actually, I always felt confident in myself, except when it came to
women.
Girls. Yeah. Yeah. and it was just like, just everybody was out of my league. It didn't know. it just was horrible. I mean, the girls I like were just
out of your league,
out of my league. It's like, so, all right, I'll just give up, just, might as well put some sweatpants on me, give me a fanny pack, and then send me on my way. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. So uncertainty is really what insecurity is. Insecurity produces the anxiety about goals, relationships, and the ability to handle all kinds of situations is where you will see insecurity play in. Insecurity, it actually derives or comes from a variety of different causes, from some traumatic events. Like some people might say that bullying can be traumatic, right? Some people might say that when I was in high school and those guys in the swimming pool, took my shorts off and basically kind of gang raped me right there.
Right.
That could be traumatic, but I thought it was perfect. I loved it. It was what awesome attention I was getting.
It was fun. Yes.
Yeah. Let's have some more fun.
Let's go to Hillsdale Mall and see a movie together now. Yeah.
Traumatic events. We're kidding, of course. Traumatic events, which that could qualify because I still remember it to this day, to, previous experiences and of course our social conditioning. Others like to just point to it just being, insecurity being just instability. Right? Not having a great anchor when you're being raised, right? By your family situation. But it can also have no definite cause. They've done a ton of research on this stuff. It can be a quirk of your personality or your brain chemistry is a little bit off. So you're more, you're a little bit more kiltered or a little bit more, there's more of a possibility that you will grow up being insecure.
Did you feel it? I mean, there's one thing in high school, and then there's one thing when you get out of high school. Did you still feel insecure once you got out of high school? Because for me, I actually had a girlfriend in 8th grade. So I thought, okay, this is going to be easy, going through the next several years,
What the fuck is a girlfriend in 8th grade?
Well, there's some good opportunities there. But then, but what you don't realize is that, as you go 8th grade and then a freshman and sophomore, you turn into a salmon about ready to die, right? Your whole face changes. You get acne. You become ugly. You have no chances with anybody as a freshman and sophomore in high school. And if someone just told me that, and you just put that aside and say, hey, when you're a junior, your braces will come off, your skin will clear up, and you'll be an upperclassman, and you might have some opportunities. That would have been a much more mental relief. But it was just the thinking that it was horrible.
Well, I'm going to tell you that there is some relief because everybody deals with insecurity, right? Nobody is immune. Most common are the insecurities involving our attachments. So like I've told you with Buddha, the whole attachment thing is why we suffer. You should never become attached to your NFL team or to anything else because it doesn't last forever, right? If you become attached to something, it's going to hurt you.
Get it.
It's going to hurt you in the end, right?
I get it.
So that's where most of our insecurities come from. Experiences and letdowns in close relationships can actually deepen future insecurities. And you're asking me about how my shit, dude. I have insecurities to this day.
Do you?
I mean, there's no special category. It's not just women. It's work. It's it's all kinds of different things, right?
Yeah.
So I don't believe that you ever kind of grow out of that. I think it hits everybody and that everybody has to deal with it. And it's the way that we deal with it means a lot, right? And that's how we develop is if we can get through it. I got through it by having a sense of humor.
Yeah.
Right. Really developing a sense. So instead of taking all of this criticism and taking all the bullying, I just, oh my God, you're right, dude. I do look gross. Everyone would laugh about it.
Kind of roll with it. Yeah.
Yeah. So the top common insecurities, you're going to love this. Jealousy in relationships.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's number one. Self-doubt, which they kind of play in together, right? So self-doubt is going to play into to a girl or a guy who gets involved in a relationship. If you have that self-doubt already in there, you're going to have some jealousy issues probably in a relationship, right? Difficult tasks, right? So upcoming trips, events, that sparks a lot of anxiety.
Yeah.
That sparks a lot of insecurity. And there are some signs that you should be aware of of the insecure. The desire, this is fucking fascinating, dude. The desire for sex quickly after meeting someone new is one of the top triggers for spotting somebody who's insecure.
Absolutely. I knew that they go all in.
I think I'm guilty on that.
No, but I know people who they meet somebody and it's like, it's all in. It's just like, that's
it. Yeah. The all in.
That's kind
the
of
full court press right off the top.
Yeah.
That's not me.
Yeah. But I knew people like that. And that's just because you're insecure. Once you find somebody who gives you a little signal, you're grabbing on like that.
Here's another interesting one. You disagree with everything. It's kind of interesting. Just something to think about, something to chew on a little bit.
I get that.
You are unrelenting people pleaser. Remember the episode we did about people pleasers?
Yeah.
Dude, that's a bad thing. And I talked to so many people that heard the Chumcast and were like, dude, I didn't realize it, but I have lived my entire life pleasing other people.
Yeah.
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 So that's another sign of insecurity, right? That's one of my top, like if a person meets me and they're interested in me and they're like, I don't want to be with anybody who's insecure. And they go, oh, insecure means they're a people pleaser. And this guy is trying to please me an awful lot. He's trying to get me to laugh. He's pressing that sense of humor.
You're always trying to please me.
Yeah. He's doing a little this and a little bit of that, just putting a lot of energy into trying to please me. I don't like it. That's a sign. Arrogance is also, they act, dude, this is all over Facebook.
Yeah.
These people that act superior, but they are absolutely, totally, 100% insecure inside.
Insecure douchebags.
It's like,
absolutely.
It's like the full court projection. Please don't know my inside insecurity, and I'm going to tell you I'm
can never be wrong, can never be, it's just horrible.
Arrogance is a tough one, but I've never been guilty of being arrogant. I can be honest about that.
You're good.
You're not arrogant either.
Oh, no.
We don't really have anything to hang our arrogant
got nothing to be
on.
arrogant about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They can't maintain eye contact.
Oh.
That's a big, easy one. Like I've known that one probably from a long time ago. So if you meet somebody and they're staring at the floor, they're staring around, that's a good one. Yeah. That is insecurity being manifested.
Yep.
Defensive is another one. Clingy. They're oh my God, I broke up with this beautiful girl one time. I thought I was going to marry her. She was so beautiful. She was amazing. I put all of my energy into getting with her and I sealed that deal. And maybe about, I don't know how long it was, but it was a year or so into the relationship. The clinginess, I was getting texts. I was getting phone calls. It was just off the hook.
From her?
Yeah, and she's way more beautiful than me. She was another girl way out of my league. Beautiful. And what sent me over the edge was the clingy. The text. Where are we going tonight? Where are we going for dinner tonight? Oh, I thought we could go here. Then another text. Oh, I thought we'd go here. We could meet Angela and Tom. Oh, I thought we could go here and go there. Calls, the clinginess. Ooh. They want to make sure what they're trying to do is to make sure that their relationship is secure.
Yeah.
That's what so next time somebody's calling and doing all that, it's a turnoff now for me. I used to dig it. I used to be like, yeah, buddy.
But now that you know.
And that girl was smoking.
So how do you get away? How do you break free of that? How did you break free of that? Just give it time and let it wear itself out, let her find somebody new?
Well, it's going to be kind of tough because there are certain rules for overcoming insecurity and nobody likes them. So the top way to overcome your insecurities is to deal with them head on instead of avoiding them. And most people, the number one reflex is to not even try to deal with it. No eye contact. They don't want to deal with it. People need to prepare for setbacks, right? Don't let the setbacks control you because you kind of set your expectations lower, right? And you go in expecting them. So if you go in expecting a setback to happen here or there or somewhere, that it's not going to be perfect, then you can learn how to manage them.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
And I say this all the time, and it is so difficult. It's a very difficult discipline, embracing who you actually are. Like, we embrace our man boobs, our love handles. We embrace those things about ourselves now, but it's taken a long time.
You get tired from trying to fight it. Yeah. As you get older, man, it's like, fuck, whatever.
Yeah.
I'll wear a fanny pack. Give me those sunglasses that go over my glasses.
Yeah. Embrace those passions. Embrace your character. That will take care of a lot of your insecurities and letting go of your past failures. So people are haunted, right? People get haunted. I think earlier in the football season, the guy for the Vikings, Darnold.
Sam Darnold.
He had this great comeback season
from last year, yeah.
And then he choked at the end, right? And the whole narrative that poor guy had to read about what at the time was he was seeing ghosts.
Yeah.
Right. So that's a perfect example of, past failures, right? He played for these terrible teams, right? The Panthers and the Jets.
Yeah.
And he was just a failure coming out of, USC, which is like a quarterback, school, Mecca, right? But you got to learn and let go of those past failures and find silver linings and be grateful. And the bottom line, I'm really glad we did this because I think everybody battles with some level of insecurity, and we just the bottom line is surround yourself with positive, encouraging, supportive people. And for me, that has equaled a very small tribe.
Yeah. But also
a very small tribe for me.
I think takeaway from this segment here is you're not alone. I mean, you are, if you think you're the only one insecure,
and try new things that'll make you happy.
It might be hard, but just do it, man.
Yeah. And be aware of these things that we've pointed out. Be aware and monitor. This is huge. This is the final point. Monitor your consumption of all forms of media. Be on top of that. Be aware of that. We are what we consume. And the bottom line, I think I've said that like 4 times in the last 30 seconds. We will become, on a very profound subconscious level, everything that we consume.
Yep.
Right? So if you're watching serial killers movies all the time, you're going to become serial killer. If you watch Caligula movie, like the Shebs has suggested, we're going to become Caligula.
Yeah, the Shebs score is 5 out of 5 stars.
Actually, it's not true. You can watch whatever you want to, but the broad stroke there is that we do become what we consume. So, battle and take for insecure. Look, we're the insecure people. We're all in this together. Nobody's immune, right?
That's why we say we're sucked, because that's our insecurity speaking.
Exactly right. And if we set our expectations low and we deal with these insecurities head on, we'll probably be in a little better shape. But everybody's insecure. Yeah. And that was the Booyah and the Boom Shakalaka. And it was brought to you by our friends at GoCar.
Turn off, walk away, and don't look back.
This is a blatant threat to our democracy. Don't listen.
People, are you ready? Are you ready?
Follow us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube, and let's get stupid.
Yeah, buddy. Welcome back. It is the Don't Listen Chumcast. I'm Big Red. He's the Shebs. We are inside the Hillsdale Mall Shopping Center. We're at the food court.
We're at the what's it called? Safiro's? What's the pizza place?
Sbarro's.
Sbarro's? Is
Yeah.
that it? Yeah. I don't know. It's just it's in every food court.
I miss that
good
food
pizza
court.
though, man.
I miss that food court.
But now it's not. Now it's not the same. You don't have what was the hot dog stand that had the girls in those outfits? That had those classic outfits that look like something out of a Dr. Seuss movie. You know, corn dogs, hot dogs. Corn dog place.
Why don't you look it up?
I'll look it up. But anyway, they don't have those anymore. They have gourmet Thai chicken.
Oh, I know.
It's all different now.
The food court at Fashion Island was just as damn good as the one at the Hillsdale Mall. Whenever we went on break from our jobs at Hillsdale, we went to the food court.
The food court was fine.
We always went
I'm
to
just
the
saying
food
the
court.
food court's fine. It has changed now. You're trying to get these. It's the next generations want more this fancier experience versus just give me a hot dog on the stick and then.
The new food court at Hillsdale is definitely 5-star. It is snobby,
gourmet
dude.
stuff. It's gourmet stuff.
So when we took a break from our jobs at Hillsdale, the conversation at the food court was like this. Oh, there's that hot chick from Judy's. Oh, there's that hot chick. Oh, where's she going to eat? Oh, she's eating at the Chinese place. Let's go to the Chinese place.
See, there you go.
Dude, she does not like you, man. You're a creep. Just watch this. Let's go and sit next to him. Let's go sit next to him and talk to him.
I think it was just called hot dog and stick. They had those striped shirts. Remember what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it was right there at the opening, the entrance of it.
Yeah, hot dog and corn dog. There you go.
Okay, I'm not getting hung up on the food court.
Anyway, but anyway, it's just everything's changing now. The next generation wants experiences, versus just the traditional.
Okay, they just handed me the
breaking news.
No, the DM. Well, it is breaking news actually. The DMs, everything from Holla, which is coming up in just a second. But let's get into Crazy Town.
Welcome to Crazy Town. All aboard!
Yeah, buddy, Crazy Town is being brought to you by our buddies at Fernando's Mexican Restaurant.
I was just there. I love them. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
All
Tacos
aboard.
al carbon. Come on, man.
All aboard.
Margaritas, the coleslaw. Everything was fantastic at Fernando's in San Mateo.
All aboard, Caligula.
Oh, and after Fernando's, go rent Caligula at the local Blockbuster. Yeah, it's not in the dirty movie section. It's going to be in your non-rated section.
So this was interesting. This is pretty crazy. The weird things that happened when slaves were freed.
Never even would have thought to think that.
Yeah, never would have thought to think. You just said that.
Yeah, that's me.
Can you say that one more time?
Never thought to have think that.
Dramatic pause.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That is a good one. Yeah. So this is what the slaves did. Like, how would you react if you were a slave? You'd been a slave for 400 years, and your slave owner came up to you and said you were free. What would you do? What was the first thing you'd do? Go to the casino?
I don't know.
Would you go to the bar?
Give everybody a middle finger. I don't know.
Yeah, me too. I would definitely start with a middle finger. Man. I would definitely start with a fuck off. Yeah, about time, right?
Fuck you.
So this is pretty interesting, right? Many, although free, they decided to stay.
Yeah, you need work, right? I mean, you need something. You need, and if that's where you came from, I get it's a natural initial reaction.
Especially if you're elderly.
Yeah.
Right? If you're elderly, where are you going to go? But it's a little bit surprising that they actually were free, but they were like, what?
But they don't have any money.
Nothing is going to do?
They don't have anything, right? So you gotta start working. If you want to try to make a move, you got to start.
They were actually pretty savvy. They would make deals to get paid and move out of the slave quarters and into the main homes. Right?
Really? Into the main homes?
Yeah, this whole thing, this whole deal was very interesting. I was like, what the fuck? Some immediately joined the Union Army. Some signed contracts to stay temporarily. Some slave owners...
Well, the owners needed labor.
Listen to this. Some slave owners chose not to tell their slaves until the sheriffs showed up at their plantation and threatened to throw them in jail And then they would go to the slaves and they would be crying as they were reading them the Emancipation because they had grown so close to the slaves. So the narrative that comes out of the slave trade is hate, whipping and all that. The narrative that doesn't come out of those history books is they became close. And in a lot of different situations that I read about, the slave owners actually treated a lot of the slaves with some respect, enough to where when they read the Emancipation, they were crying, right? They were crying. So that narrative doesn't come out a lot, but it doesn't sell. I don't think a lot, right? Hate is easy to kind of sell.
There's a lot of layers to the issue. Yes,
but it's interesting that they would read the Emancipation to the slaves, and also interesting that they had grown close to them. Some slaves felt pity for the owners, and they also felt anxiety for what was going to be next.
Yeah,
like you were saying, but. And the slave owners were pretty savvy too. They would warn them, you don't know what's out there. They'd scare them.
I could see that.
This is not as bad as you think it is. It can get a lot worse, buddy. If we let you go, what are you going to do?
You have a place to stay. You have a place of work. What are you going to, what else is out there, right?
This is I think slavery is maybe the most nasty, the hardest chapter in American history to swallow.
Sure.
Like it's really a tough, nasty mark on the American history. I think it's maybe the most disturbing of all the wars, all the stuff we've been through.
It's just from my perspective, it's hard to even think about viewing somebody else as beneath you,
because we grew up in the Bay Area.
That's what I'm saying.
Where it was so diverse.
Yeah,
everybody had a different color skin.
Yeah, it's just my wires in my brain don't connect that way, so it's hard to even understand why people would even think
a completely different world. But if you look at it, right, that world was the way it was.
Yeah,
just like the way it is now is the way it is. But the way it was, that was the way it was, right? So just a couple of things that I'm wondering if you know this stuff. Most slaves didn't even know their age. Did you know that?
No.
The old Sylvester McGee.
But I guess that makes sense. I mean, that
doesn't really
lack of info. Yeah,
I guess it does, but it's sad, right? Sylvester McGee. He was of North Carolina. He was from North Carolina, and he was the last known living slave. He died in 1971 at the age of 130. He was 130 years old.
What?
Yep. He was the last living one. Haiti in 1801 was the first 1801. Haiti, the first country to end slavery when they got independence from France. And you don't want to be a part of the colonies. The French were pigs.
Yeah.
They were horrendous to their colonies. But 1801, Haiti.
They gave him Papa Doc Duvalier or somebody like that, right?
How long do you think the average slave lived? How long do you think his lifespan was? His or hers?
Oh, I mean, back then, right? It's going to be lower. So, I don't know, 50 years?
22. You went over. The price is wrong, bitch.
Double over. A slave only had a lifespan of 22 years?
Yeah, 22 years. That's it. And they did not know their name.
So, yeah. Yeah, okay. I mean, I guess nothing surprises me about that period.
Oh, they knew their name. They didn't know their age.
Yeah.
They didn't know their age. I was trying to take it to a new level.
Alex Haley's, right? The Roots, which was a big, back in the 70s and 80s, right? Was a big biography of, was I saying that right?
Well, let's do a dramatic pause and let you gather yourself.
Okay, let me gather myself. I'm still not gathered.
Okay.
All right. Forget about Roots. Go ahead.
Okay. 22 years old was the average age of a slave. And we've come a long way. But I mean, honestly, we have come a long way, but we're not all the way there. But the fact of the matter is, if you want to find a silver lining in slavery, if we can come together as a country and we can end slavery, we can really do anything. And we live in this environment now where there's so much hate. And I mean, hate is like the number one narrative coming out of everything.
You ended slavery, but you still took, was that 1860s, right? So you 100 years just to even get close to talking about the Lyndon Johnson and the
you're still not clear.
Equal Rights Act. I mean, the whole the Civil Rights Act, the President Johnson signed.
I like that you're trying.
Yeah, it's 100 years. I mean, so
you're battling through.
It still wasn't black and white. Oh, you're okay. We freed the slaves. Everything's good now. There was up to the Civil Rights Act. There's 100+ years there of just being dicked by white America and second class citizen. Yeah,
I know. I'm trying to get a silver lining out of this.
Oh, good.
So the silver lining is if we can come together as a country and we can actually abolish slavery. Thank you, Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah.
Right. He actually got it abolished. It became a law. So there were no more slaves, by law, even though we do know that it was a long ass transition, a long ass awkward transition. But if we can do that, if we can conquer slavery, we can conquer just about anything.
That's true.
And that was Crazy Town. And that was the weird things that the slaves did when they were free. And Crazy Town was brought to you today by Fernando's Mexican Restaurant.
Turn off, walk away, and don't look back.
Mama always said life is about choices. Don't listen.
People, are you ready? Are you ready?
Just a bunch of time we'll never get back. Don't listen.
Alrighty. Welcome back. It's the Mind Virus, the Don't Listen Chumcast, the show about nothing and occasionally everything. I'm Big Red. He's the Shebs. We are in the Hillsdale Shopping Center studios, and it's time for Holla.
Holla! 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 Holla!
Holla! And, these
who's Holla being brought to us by?
Holla.
And while you're looking for that.
Holla is being brought to us by the Okino Law Offices.
Oh, I like them.
Yeah, they're very nice people.
Yeah, they're very, very, very nice. I remember they were in here last week.
As nice as lawyers can be.
Yeah, of course.
Our lawyers.
But what's wafting through the studios is that food that everybody else has started eating, which is totally unfair. So we got to rock through this.
Okay, so Jerome from Boston. Let's see what he says. Oh, he's almost caught up. It's an insanely great hidden gem that you guys got here. Well worth my $25 donation.
Oh, nice. I like people who donate.
That segment on the Heathers alone.
Oh, that was the last one. Yeah.
And Good Teeth. Those segments Jerome liked.
Heathers was stupid. I mean, I don't know.
I like that movie.
I got to watch that. But, that was your big date movie.
That was a cult classic.
Yeah.
So what I want to remind people of real quick is that they can subscribe to our YouTube channel, Don't Listen Chumcast. They can listen to us on Sunday nights at 8 p.m. Pacific time, 11 on the East Coast. That is on the mountain.live/stream. And you can also check us out and follow us on Facebook at Don't Listen Chumcast. So next up is the alien from Pluto. Humans do not exist. We know that you are both non-humans and you are from our galaxy. Did you write this?
No, I didn't write that.
Yes, you did. You got the look of guilt all over you.
Nothing. It's a look. It's a look of insecurity.
This is the alien. I'm trying to read this so I can understand this. Alien from Pluto. Humans don't exist. We know you are both not human from our. Seriously? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we know that you are both not human and from our galaxy, the galaxy of dumbasses. J-Lo is all fake, 100%. We know she is on our list. Don't worry. We got this, Big Red.
Okay.
So they're going to get J-Lo for us.
That's kind of funny. I really couldn't hear what you were saying over the cuckoo clock that kept going off in the background. Yes.
Cuckoo.
Jesus.
Cuckoo.
Freaking A. I got Steve from San Jose who's playing a little catch up. He's writing about season 1, episode 5, apparently, which was
like 3 moons ago.
I'm looking here. It was the one we did about with the Bay Meadows Studios.
Oh yeah.
Right. So early on. He's basically taking me. He's 100% Brady Bunch over the Partridge Family. So thank you, Steve from San Jose.
Yeah. You know what? That segment from that episode,
that got a lot of people shooting around.
It got a little traction.
Well, Steve, you're a little late to the party, but welcome to the party. Brady Bunch all the way. And I agree with you. Brady Bunch all the way.
When it's time to change,
you got to rearrange.
Dude, they were good.
Oh my God. And boy, could Greg just dance his ass off.
And he was banging Florence.
And Marcia sometimes. Yeah, he warmed up with Marcia. It's great.
Don't Hide It, Light It is in Philly. He's smoking a fatty. Smoking a fatty goes well with the Chumcast. I'm working on my people pleasing. We go back to the people pleasing thing.
There you go.
Thanks for sharing. Still not disclosing my herpes though, dude.
Oh, that was long. That was a season 1 too, wasn't it?
The gift that just keeps on giving. These fucktards with herpes are just, they're so embarrassed that they got herpes that they just keep tongue kissing everybody.
Oh.
And licking everything and passing the soda that they're drinking out of to everybody. That's why herpes is the freaking plague, dude.
I don't know, man. It seems like it makes me want to go out and get herpes just so I can participate with everybody.
If you could get rid of it, it would be okay. Like if it was like the cold or if it was like maybe gonorrhea, you'd eventually get rid of it. But it's the herpes, dude. And remember my girl? I
remember all your girls.
The air quotes. Everybody's got it.
Yeah.
It's no big deal. Everybody's got it.
So don't worry about it.
So we should probably hook up Don't Hide It, Light It in Philly with my ex. Because then they wouldn't give it to anybody else. They would just give it to each other. They would keep giving herpes back and forth, recycle.
Well, yeah, why not? Just you got time for one more.
Okay, Jasmine. Jasmine again. Jasmine loves us. She's from here.
She's nice.
She's from here in Palo Alto, right? And she is actually, there's some connection with James Franco. You know, James Franco went to Palo Alto High School.
Yes, I remember.
Right. So there's some connection. I don't know exactly if it's legit or not, but whatever. Fashion Island was my jam. I love that mall. I've told you before, but we'll say it again. Love your concept and variety of topics. Take this thing to the next level. My agency would, this is the girl.
Yeah.
My agency would love to work things out.
She's scamming us. She wants some business from us. She's buttering us up. How do you like that? How does it make you feel, Evan? How does it make you feel, Eric? Daniel? Yeah. Rachel's giving a thumbs down. Thank you, Rachel. There you go. Well, that was a rude gesture that was just made.
Well,
oh my God.
You know, when we are providing something for nothing, and that's what everybody wants is something for nothing.
Yeah. Chicks for free.
We're gonna have, some people that are gonna want to represent. They're gonna want to manage and represent, but they're not gonna want to pay us.
No. They want their chicks for free.
And we're working for burritos here, by the way.
Well, It's tacos.
Time to go.
Yeah, time to go. But anyway, nice show today. Enjoyed hanging out with you.
And again, this is always a good time, except when I'm aggro. So just one more reminder, YouTube, our YouTube channel, we do need subscribers. So you can help us out there. Don't Listen Chumcast. Also, we're on Facebook. Hit us with a DM. That is Don't Listen Chumcast. And The Mountain.
The Mountain. Mountain.live.
Sunday nights, 8 o'clock Pacific. And let's see. Okay, so we'll be back. We'll catch you guys on the next show. Stay cool. If you're overwhelmed and depressed, hang on. Call the Suicide Prevention Hotline at 866-903-3787. And remember that all we want is on the other side of fear.
Bye, Felicia.
Don't listen. A Basic Chumcast has been an exclusive presentation of Whetstone Entertainment in association with Is Chill Productions. Subscribe, follow, like, and share us while on your favorite social media hangouts and our YouTube channel. We're not into begging, but if you like us, review us and support us by continuing to check us out on your favorite podcast platforms. Find more fun and hit us with your feedback at don'tlistenchumcast.com.
Yeah, that's fantastic.